Museum director Anthea Hardig stated that she got into the museum business in order to be an agent of social change, and that the practice of public history should be a prime tool for social justice. Under her leadership, the museum vowed to reframe the traditional celebratory narrative of U.S. history. Smithsonian leadership stripped the words American history from the mission statement of the National Museum of American History, which today reads, "Our mission is to empower people to create a just and compassionate future by exploring, preserving, and sharing the complexity of our past." Now, as a rule, presidents should not interfere with institutions like the Smithsonian, and American history museums should teach the dark side of American history, such as slavery, Jim Crow, and the dispossession of Native Americans. But there is no disagreement that the Smithsonian must cover the ugly parts of America's past. In the White House Domestic Policy Council's July 4th report, it acknowledged that the museum should tell the whole story of a nation, including the good and the bad. Smithsonian Undersecretary Kevin Gover called Christopher Columbus a murderer, a slaver, and a thief, and urged the abolition of Columbus Day. The museum's 2023 diversity report showcased a Smithsonian employee's statement that it will be nice when the United States exists in hindsight. In 2020, the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture published a chart attributing hard work, self-reliance, objectivity, the nuclear family, and politeness to white culture, removing it only after public backlash. Measured against that record, the Trump administration's actions have been restrained. Nobody from the Trump administration has fired anyone at the National Museum of American History. Trump's executive order directs the vice president to act through his role on the Smithsonian Board of Regents, the governing body that Congress created, rather than by unilateral command. The order simply stated that museums should be places where individuals go to learn, not venues for ideological indoctrination. The August 2025 letter asked 8 museums to turn over exhibition descriptions, plans, and internal guidelines, the kind of documentation that any auditor would request. Meanwhile, the Smithsonian has changed almost nothing. In December last year, the White House complained that the overwhelming majority of the Phase 1 materials, originally due no later than September 10, 2025, remain outstanding, and that folders for current and future exhibitions contain no substantive content. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe now to support Public's award-winning investigative journalism, to read the rest of the article, and to watch the full video.